I'm the research officer in Pathfinders. I've been part of Pathfinders since 2021 to look at transition to adulthood for people with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We knew that there was a lot of problems for young adults moving in to adult care and the adult world and society, and we wanted to explore what it actually felt like for these people and what adulthood meant to them. In 2021, we developed a group of peer researchers who had Duchenne muscular dystrophy. We got a team of academics from across all of the UK to make sure that the research was high quality, and we wanted it to be impactful, so we needed the right people behind us.
There is something different about this research, which I think seemed to find out more about the kind of inner worlds of young men with Duchenne.
I think by involving people who have direct lived experience of what we're talking about, it leads to that varied and range of perspectives on a piece of data that perhaps one or two people just wouldn't have had the same level of insight into.
My name is Liam Fitzpatrick.
I'm Alex James Kennedy.
I'm Benjamin. I'm 26 years old and I live with Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Duchenne muscular dystrophy is a rare, progressive neuromuscular condition that leads to your muscles not being as strong as everyone else, and fatigue, and yeah, it affects all of your muscles. And a lot of people might not realise, but you don't need a wheelchair to start with when you're younger. But as time progresses, things might become a bit more challenging.
When I was about 10 years old, that was when I stopped being able to walk, having to use a wheelchair.
Education was a big thing for me. Like, primary was great, secondary was a lot rougher. It really brought me down to my knees, and without my support network I think I would have keeled under, you know. It was a great experience at university because I started to really discover who I was as a person.
Primary school I found was really great and supportive, and they really helped me to sort of do my best and overcome some of the challenges that I had. And then moving to secondary school wasn't as supportive. I was kind of almost left to my own devices, and it wasn't as easy to make friends there.
My experience in secondary school I thought was okay. I did well in my exams, and yeah, I came out of college with a few proper mates. No, it's a really good experience because it was you took a bit more serious.
So I got my powered wheelchair 3 days before starting university. When I was looking at different universities, I found that I wasn't able to keep up with people, and I suppose it's something you just accept, and it opened up a lot of opportunities for me to go out more, to be relaxed, to not worry about being knocked over and all of that. So it was actually gave me more freedom.
I think one of the things that a lot of the young men spoke about was this idea around confidence and an innate lack of confidence, particularly in the younger years, and how that became a real sort of challenge for them as they entered into adulthood. We've talked a lot about how we might think about some, psychological support and provision around that. But I think there's a much broader point to be made here about how the social structures and the medical focus can make it really challenging and difficult to feel confident as a young adult with Duchenne.
I suppose there's a lot more social opportunities at university, so you kind of practice, and yeah, you just meet different kinds of people, do different activities, and find out how you want to do things and interact with people. That was probably the biggest confidence boost for me.
With the nature of the condition and the obviously developing and understanding it more, it's hard not to be upset or be anxious or worried about the future or whatever, but really you just got to take it every day as it comes, really.
Basically, when I jumped on the drum kit, I just knew that immediately it was something that I wanted to do with my life, like music and playing the drums. That's really what helped us get by, because the music, I could write how I was feeling about things and the concepts of life and stuff like that. But obviously, eventually with Duchenne, I got a lot weaker, so I went from the drums across to like singing and stuff, musical theatre and stuff like that. Every time a bit of change comes, we just embrace it.
I think for me, independence is the ability to kind of decide how you want to live your life, being able to think for yourself and make decisions, and then over the years increasing the sort of support I have, and now having PA support and hours to support me, just to live my life, I suppose, and do the day-to-day activities that everyone does.
You know, it's the small things really that make independence.
Like when I used to walk and stuff, I'd make my own like dinner, lunch and stuff, and I'd do everything myself, make beds, like everything that I don't do now, like I could do. But actually, independence can be brought with other people. So I feel like other people who support you can kind of allow you to have that independence, like interdependence type thing. My PA Sarah like sets up all my equipment for the rehearsals and drives us here in my wheelchair van and stuff like that, and just grants an independence that I wouldn't have otherwise.
I've probably played power football for about 11, 12 years. It all started when I was younger, looking for hobbies and activities to do. I saw something in the paper that was mentioning power football, and yeah, I went along for a session. I've not stopped really, ever since.
I found that social media was a great way to find out about events that might be happening and sign up to things.
But I feel like if you keep people connected on what's going on, they're not like, oh, he's just getting on with it, he's great, you know, and he's living the best life, but then they forget that it's a muscle wasting condition.
We've had policy and guidance around transition for over 25 years, and it makes no difference. Where is social care? Where are the social care actors? Where is the attention to psychological need and mental health need and being included in communities and relationships? Things which should be at the heart of social care.
Our research demonstrates just how physically, emotionally and socially challenging it can be to exist in a world where barriers are ingrained in our society. We know that with the right support, understanding and inclusivity, these barriers can be gradually removed, enabling social change that will improve the lives of future generations living with DMD.
Pathfinders will continue to provide information and support sessions for young people, ensuring that their voices are heard. Findings from this project will shape the work of Pathfinders and other organisations, providing much needed support for those living with muscle weakening conditions.